So my mom purchased this pullover for me when I was in primary school. That's 20 years ago, and it's still not looking too bad. Not because it's strong, but because I take good care of it. Today I want to talk to you about 5 things that will help you to save more and also to protect what you have. Imagine you just got paid on Friday, and on Saturday you are broke and you cannot understand why is it you're working because you have nothing to show. Well, you're not the only one. More than 70% of people that work can barely send themselves back to work. We all have to agree that one of the hardest things to do is to increase your paycheck. The work is becoming more stressful and everything you do is demanding more money, and your pay is more likely to decrease than increase, and that is so sad. Well, I have good news for you. Despite the little money you're making, it's still possible for you to save. Rule number 1. Avoid credit card if you cannot control yourself. Use cash. If you have $200 cash, that's the amount you'll be able to spend. If you have a credit card with a $10,000 limit, what is going to stop you from buying when you see something that you really like? You see, getting in debt is very easy. Getting out is the hard part. In other words, don't try to spend more than you actually earn. Buying unnecessary things, the watch, the phone, the chain, all these things, you saw them, you buy them because you like them and you have the credit card. And now you're going to have to be working for those things and not yourself. Rule number 2. Your addiction, the smoking, the drinking, the gambling. I used to gamble so hard, and no matter how hard I work, I couldn't achieve nothing. Sometimes I win and sometimes I lose, but the problem is I couldn't quit. So all the money that I win goes straight back to the game because it's no longer about winning, it's about being addicted. I couldn't stop by myself, so I have to give God all the credit. He's the one who gave me the strength to walk away. It's been 10 years without gambling, and I've never felt so stress-free in all my life. Let's say you smoke, and you smoke 5 cigarettes per day, and each cigarette is for like $100. You'll be smoking $500 per day. For a week, you'll be smoking $3,500. Per month, you'll be smoking $15,500. Per year, you'll be smoking $182,500. And if you're smoking 10 cigarettes, double that. You'll be smoking $365,000 per year. And you're smoking because you're stressed. So think about this. You have $100,000 debt and you're stressed. So you're smoking $365,000 to relieve you from stress because you have $100,000 debt. That doesn't make any sense. It is really hard to be working year after year and have absolutely nothing to show. And that is the reason why I decided to do this video, because I used to go through the exact same thing. But before we go any further, please be sure to give this video a like and also consider subscribing to the Greens family. Rule number 3. Learn how to cook. You cannot be eating fast food 3 times a day. First of all, it's not healthy to be eating so often. Secondly, it's not going to fill your belly. And third, it's getting expensive by the day. If you can cook a good meal, you could have it for breakfast, lunch, or even dinner. If you cannot afford a helper, learn to help yourself. Rule number 4. Lower your utility bills. If you're not using the lights, then turn them off. You don't have to iron every other day. Try to iron at least once per week. You don't always have to leave the AC running, and if the time is not cold, you don't have to use the heater. And there is actually so much more things to do to lower your utility bills. Be responsible. Don't waste. You're the one spending. Rule number 5. Last but not least, save what you're able to save. If you're only able to save $100, then save it. Little is much when God is in it. Don't wait until you have $100,000 for you to make a deposit. If you have $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, start putting them down. It will soon start making sense to you. I know it's little, but listen, 1,000 miles begin with 1 step. So there you have it. I hope you have learned something, and please be sure to apply something so you can have something, and say something in the comment section. Bye bye.